This is our part. Right? Okay, not yet. Okay, let's go to Hebrews 13:4. We have that. Come on, man, you only had 2 hours to get there.
Oh, yeah. Honor among all, and that the marriage bed be undefiled, for fornication and adultery God will judge.
Say that again. The first part of that is what?
And that marriage be held in honor among all.
Marriage is honorable. Right?
The marriage bed be undefiled, for fornication and adultery
God will judge. Now, everybody repeat this after me. Say, marriage is honorable.
It's honorable.
You hear people now, even some Christians. Man, I want to get married, dude. Why not? Because you ain't got that anyway, but you're so worried about her taking your stuff, right? I don't want to lose what I got. You need all $37? I'll pay you $37 not to talk to me no more, right? And people down there, they don't want to talk. You know, every time you talk, men and women don't do this. Man, I ain't getting married. Why would I do that? Right? Or ladies, they talk about, oh, I married the wrong one. I have no idea. Your face tells you I married the wrong one. How can I get out? Right? I'm going to help you. Okay? Proverbs 5:18. Read real quick.
Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
No, wait a minute. Now, God knows how this marriage thing is supposed to work because He's God, right? God is not a Paul. Matter of fact, we're going to get into that later on. If y'all get it, then I'll have to explain in detail. You feel me? Now, y'all didn't know this is in the Bible. Watch this. Watch this. Key things here. Key things here. Proverbs 5:18. Read it again. Read it again.
Let thy fountain be blessed
Let thy fountain be blessed.
and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Notice it says, rejoice with the wife of your youth. So the goal would be, if you can find a good wife when you're young, and keep in mind circumstances, stuff happens. But if you can find a good wife while you're young, you can save yourself a lot of unnecessary drama. You feel me? Okay? All right. Somebody called looking for a wife. Okay, so find a wife while you're young. And then, okay, read. Now watch this. Now keep in mind, y'all didn't know, but it's in the word. Read.
Let her be as a loving hind and pleasant rock. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Wow.
And be thou ravished all
That's in the word. You know, I learned 2 Bible verses when I was in Bible school. For God so loved the world, and I learned that one. And I'm grateful. But am I hearing that God is for this marriage thing if you want it?
Amen.
You don't have to get married. You're not less of a person if you don't get married. I'm not saying we're going to talk about that too. Okay. And okay. Understanding who you are before you get married, right? And the parents need to get back to talking about this. We don't do it. Oh, I got married. Understanding who you are. Who are you? Look at your neighbor and say, who are you?
Who are you?
Okay, and none of us ask this, but we need to. Why in the world, okay, Eric and Amanda, they stood before the altar and they made these vows. A vow is a promise to do. Write that down. Vows are a promise to do. An oath, right? I don't care what no one says. You can mess around all you want to. But God takes these vows seriously. God don't mess around and come back. I would rather that you not stand before God making all these promises if you know you stand before God and I vow to, what did I say? Love, honor, keep, sickness, and in death, until death do you part, right? Now, ain't nobody died. What happened? We'll get to deal with that too. Right? God takes it seriously. But who are you? I'm a believer that every one of us need to get a good gauge on who we are. Seriously, you want to join yourself to somebody else for the rest of your life, you say, and you still only have a good sense of who you are. You don't even know why you got crazy like you do. Right? I call it crazy. Right? Who are you? And in the marriage council, we don't even ask this question. Sister Sarah, we don't even ask, tell me who you are. Well, I'm John Bell, I'm crazy here. No. Tell me who you really are. See, to me, you don't really know a person until you see the ugly. Right? I know y'all didn't think I had any ugly, but I had a little bit. You don't know someone until you see their ugly. Right? See, when the ugly comes out, And it will come out. When the ugly comes out, that's when you define who a person really is, right? Right? And all of us have different levels of ugliness, right? I'm not talking about the physical look, I'm talking about your personality, the inner you. Who are you? Right? And if you be honest with yourself, if some of you would have checked this thing like early on and were really honest with yourself about this thing, you knew you shouldn't have got married. Because you was tore up on the inside. And you took that mess that you called you. See, God can help you fix that. You took that mess that you called you and you joined it with another person with mess. And therefore you reproduced what? You got little messes walking around here. I didn't call no names, don't get personal. But understand, how many of y'all can speak a foreign language in the room? How many can speak a foreign language? Anybody? Okay, anybody foreign language? You can speak foreign language? Okay, what language can you speak? Real quickly for the sake of time, what foreign language can you speak? Spanish. Okay, Eric and Amanda stood it for the sake of time. If Eric was standing here speaking Spanish, and Amanda was standing here speaking American, English. Did I say no negative stuff this week? American English. English American. And Eric is going off with his, and Amanda's going off with hers, and I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak English. But you have to understand. He's saying this in English, but you have to understand. Feel me, learn me, know me. I'm trying to feel you, learn me, know me. I don't understand what's coming out of your mouth, right? Many couples, one speaks Spanish, one is speaking Spanish, and the other is speaking American English. And the two, they're trying their best to understand each other, and they're just not getting it. I don't speak Spanish. I'm trying. I'm not getting it. And you're wondering, oh, I'm so frustrated with him, and I'm so frustrated with her, because I don't speak Spanish. What's the problem there, y'all? Language barrier. Ooh. She said there is a language barrier. Yo, I know y'all didn't know this, but some of y'all did. Do you know, Revelation is something, do you know that men and women are different? Amen. Oh, I know you didn't know that. Very different. And I'll put that here, very different. Because men and women are very different. It is very key for the male first. If a male speaks English and the woman speaks Spanish, in order for them to work in a relationship, the male's going to have to learn some what? They'll have to learn some Spanish. Oh. And vice versa. Investors going to have to learn each other's language. So many of y'all, if you're butting heads against someone, you're trying to get it, but you're not speaking each other's languages. And therefore, as a result, you're frustrating each other, right? You have to know, write this down. You have to know and have an understanding. I feel like I'm talking so fast. You have to know and have an understanding that men and women are different. No one better than the other, no one higher, no one lower, but men and women, we're different. We see things different. We look at things different. We think different. And people, guess what? We act different. Right? Right? Oh, okay. Okay. Many of you, if you're honest with yourself, you're really, marriage is not the thing you should be talking about. What you should be talking about is understanding who you are in God first. Because truly, and we'll get to that later on, once you understand who you are in God first, then you can become equipped to deal with, now I know how to speak some Spanish. Amen. Or I learned how to speak some American English, right? Many people, they don't want a relationship, they want to have sex, but they don't want the hard work that it goes into, put into having a great marriage. No perfect marriages don't exist, but having a great marriage. Question. Okay, let me ask you this, about this. For you married people, think on y'all for a minute. Then we'll stop. For you married people, do you treat your spouse like one of these categories? A, like an equal. B, like a kid. C, like a client.